Hello, A Money. And good afternoon to you too, my darling. Hello, Validus. Oops, gotta get my quarters. Hold on. Hello, I'm back. Hey, Rob. Mr. Mead. Hey, Gary. Well, this afternoon and at 4:30, I'll be playing. I'll be putting down $9,000 and playing for 27,000. But here is just the usual stuff, except they raised the 1 cup of quarters to $50. So now it's $50 a cup of quarters. Now they say they also raised how much they put in the machine, but I was a little skeptical about that until I came out $810 ahead this morning. So maybe they did. Also, something new. I am tracking now every win and loss I have for the entire week. I may track gold separately. I'm not certain, but people keep asking me how much did you win this, how much did you win that. Well, I'm going to track it, and at the end of the week, I'll give you the total. So Friday afternoon before I take off, I'll give you the total, or maybe on the Sunday show. I don't know. I think the Sunday show is its own thing. This will do just the weekly show. So, with absolute incomprehensibility, we have 3.5 minutes to wait. How's by everybody? Bliss? How's by you? Nicole, howdy, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hey, Hammer. Or Hoddle. Go ahead, track push per hour. I ain't stopping you. And one other thing, I did make it over 24,000. Thank you. You guys are a big part of that. So now I'm shooting for 25, and I've decided I will double down on the pledge I made the last time. When I make 25,000 subs, I will shut up about asking for subs for 2 whole weeks. So if you want me to shut up, subscribe. Find other subscribers. Get the names off of some 18th century tombstones. Whatever will take. Make sure the monitor's set up. Yeah, the monitor lets me see things the way you see them, so it makes a lot of things much easier. It was a little surprising. Bach's just busy. I think today she had a function at her husband's work she had to go to. Yeah, that was a good game. I wish we'd gotten down that yellow egg right there at the end. Hello, Motilla? Motilla. Hello, Motilla. Well, I have a skill stop button. Let me show you before we start for once. That lets me stop it whenever I want to. So I drop coins in the back and try and push things off the front. What's worth money is, well, for one thing, the money is worth money. And the white chips are 5. The pink chips are 10. The 20 chips, the green chips are, the pink chips are 10. The green chips are 20. That box is a mystery box. We don't know what's in it. And those are $300 bills. And the trucks are just there because it's cool. Hey, Gilson. You're still waiting for nothing? Well, we don't start till 12:30, so here we go. Hello, Michael, Michelle, Michael Shell, Michelle. Hello, Michelle. We played a version of this game on Sunday, but when Michaela found out that the one of the towers had fallen down before I even started playing, and basically tossed me $100, she said that's bad design, so she just stepped in. Oh, thank you. Go on, tell me more about how pleasing it is. Hey, Ariosbi. That is the glorious sound of me dropping quarters on the floor. Oh, thank you. Happy Memorial Day to everyone. I got it because it looks, to me, it looks kind of like a medal. I mean, I went after it because it looks like a medal. And I think my son will really like, ooh, okay, well, not bad. I got it right. I'm going to have to see a doctor. I must be sick. What kind of name is Ariospi? Hey, Tommy Berg. Okay, well. Hello, Maria. Hello, Maria. Hey, Jaquel from UK. Let me tell you right off that there's in America we have this thing called the skill stop button, which lets me stop the pusher from going back and forth. This often confuses people from the UK. Your name is Charlie. Is that short for Charlene, or is that the whole name? Ha! I'm flattered, Martin. We have a... Oh, there we go. Great job, A-Money. I'm currently playing in the designer's office because they will not let me film on the floor while they're open. Because it's a private club and somehow they think that means people should have privacy. But they like that I do this for reasons that escape me. Oh, great. Okay. So what's all going on with everybody? Well, a lot of the things they put in here, they only put in to get in the way. And it's, I suppose, perfectly reasonable for a monster truck rally. You know, like here in America, Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. For trucks to be spilled over and stuff like that. Thank you, Bill. Hey, Barbarella. Well, you could mix that up. You could paint your little boys. Hey, Scotty Kaysen. I just like to remind everybody who's already subscribed that liking the videos helps a lot too. Aw. They're so young at that age. I lead a life that's often too exciting. That's what I do. Well, Michael, you obviously haven't painted him. My son is nonverbal autistic, and he has two modes: moving very fast and not moving at all. There's nothing in between. Hello, N. I'm just going to call you N. Hello, N. Well, is there stuff you can tell us that sticks to the no politics rules? It's called coin pushing. Well, in that case, take him to the best diagnostician you can. There's something called early intervention, and the sooner you get started, the better. Okay, clean out. Well, I got two of the decoration cards. They're not worth anything. I could keep them if I want. I'll think about it. And I got 2 5-tips. So another 40 to go to make the buy-in. Hey, here's a challenge for you. Give me any sentence, not more than like 8 words, and I will read the sentence and then segue into a request for a subscription. It's Challenge John time. Find something to say that I can't say, and then, hey, Kristen. You mean just like this game? Butch does something like this. We both got it from the same place. Where are you having a heat wave? We had a heat wave, and then now we're having a chill. I mean, in the 50s, it's not nightmare, but it's right in that sweet spot where you don't know whether to turn the heat on or not. Hello, Enrique. Hello and welcome to Danger Zone. I'll have you know I don't look a thing like Chuck E. Cheese. I don't dress as well as he does. Hello, Nishan. Hello, Karen Hooks. One of the mods will post where I'm playing in just a moment. I am doing just well, Evelyn. Thank you, Lindsay. Happy Memorial Day to you too. For those from other countries who might not know, this is Memorial Day, where we remember all of the soldiers and fighting people who have died protecting this country by having barbecues. This is going to be pretty hard the way the cash has piled up. Something just came down. No, I'm in the design office, which is actually on the 3rd floor. 3rd floor, Michaela's office. Hey, Bliss. So far, today I'm ahead $810. Bliss, I don't know if you heard. I'm doubling down on my previous blood oath and saying that when I get to 25,000 subscriptions, I will shut up about asking for subscriptions for 2 weeks. Just me, not you guys. Okay? Chips, I'll count them up at the end. I was playing a different machine in the same place, but a similar one. You can go back to the previous live and watch it if you want. And this is a $50 buy-in for 1 cup of quarters. They just raised it from 25. At 4:30, I'm putting down a buy-in of $9,000 and playing for 27,000 in gold. It's at 4:30. I assume you meant in time. It's Eastern Daylight Time now, Evelyn. I'm Longtail, you're just thinking about it wrong. We are the correct time. You guys are ahead. Well, no, it's private because in New York City, at least, casinos are defined as things that are open to the public. And they have all sorts of rules and regulations. And I think only one has ever made it far edge of New York City. But a private gaming club is something else altogether, and it's not something the public can walk into. And I also pay some really substantial membership fees every month. So you don't think I should take the dirty money? You paved the way? For what, making gambling legal? Oh, private. For dirty quarter? I lost track of the conversation. I'm sorry, I'm playing. I think at this point I can do this and we see it better. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, Gracie, where did they drag you? Hey, Gracie. We don't know. It's a mystery box. You know that, Evelyn. But thank you for asking. The coins you're seeing are quarters. 1/4 of an American dollar. The box is a mystery box. You don't know what's in it. Oh yeah, what's in the box is the 7 reference. Ooh, a bunch of chips came down. Okay, that's a good sign. Where did you get drugged to? I missed it. Was my dog pooped in on the carpet a challenge to me to segue to asking for a subscription? because I'll say my dog pooped on the carpet, and while I'm cleaning it up would be the perfect time for you to subscribe. No, I do not own the machine. I own the brothel next door. You guys are liking this one. This one may wind up going into the permanent collection. I might be able to get these over here. Okay, more chips. I will count them up later. And I'm quickly running out of quarters. And for anyone who missed it, a cup of quarters is now $50 instead of $25. I hope I get the watch down. I want to give it to my son. I'm sorry, grab the what? Gracie, I'm not understanding the question. Sure, you can own it like you could own a pinball machine, but then you'd just be playing at home. There are $50 bills, there are $20 bills, and there's some $100 bills under the trucks back there. I honestly don't know what you're talking about. Can someone direct me? There are no yellow chips. There's there's white, which I think have all fallen off, green and pink. So I am not playing for quarters. Have I got one yet? No, but I've only been playing for a short time, and they're tough. I got one earlier today on the previous live. Lord Voldemort, this is your Horcrux. I have no idea what I'm saying. I'm not a Harry Potter guy. Hi, Imbrajati. Hey, Adam Stout. I'm afraid we don't allow cyber begging. So far, I've spent $50, and I've won more than that, so. I have no idea what you mean. There are a lot of heads coins visible, and they're not coins, they're chips. Or tokens, they're poker chips. I know you win for the watches for my son. Houses for sale closer. I don't know. I'm not following that either. Quite a while back, I set an alarm for 1 o'clock. I do not remember why, but it goes off every day, and I always say, I should cancel that. But I'm certain the moment I cancel it, I'll remember what it is or something. I don't know. It's annoying. Welcome, New Zealand. Gracie, thanks for stopping by. If you could subscribe on your way out, that would be great. Up to you whether you turn notifications on. Hey, sure. Hey, Records. I have no idea. I'm playing until 2:30 because they have a staff meeting in here. I hope it's before 2:30. If 50 is creeping up, that is a good sign. Oh, hey, Lawrence, what's going on in the States? You shouldn't know from it. And I couldn't tell you on this board anyway because we avoid talking about politics and stuff. We can talk about the weather. That's always safe. Okay, it's starting to look good. Insert my what where? Oh, okay, that 50. Did one come down? It did. Hold on. Okay, we did well here, guys. We got some chips, which I'll count up later. And believe it or not, we got a 50 and a 20. But speaking of 50, I need another couple quarters, so I'm in for another 50. Hold on. It is a skill stop button. It's part of the game. It's not like an emergency stop button that I'm pulling. Hello, the world may never know 3. Really? On what channel? And no, not and if you think Jet Joke is terrible, I have others. I am really surprised I got that 15-20 down. The buy-in was it's $50 for 1 cup of quarters, but I had to buy a second cup, so now it's $100. At 4:30, I will be putting down $9,000 and playing for 27 in gold. Yes, they're moving surprisingly well. I don't know what's going on. It moved well this morning, too. Lawrence, I'm sorry, we just try to avoid the really depressing conversations. Well, that's more expensive. Let's not talk about gas prices, please. Okay. Now, if you have any upbeat topics you'd like to talk about, I don't know what you're saying, and I can't read chunks of text. You can just go to our community section and leave a Now what? Hold on, I gotta take this. I will do it at 2:30, I promise. 2:35. Vicky? Vicky, are you there? Oh, let's call it, yes, let's call it Frankenstein. Lawrence, that is between you and your God. Well, you know that accepting that you have a problem is the first step to subscribing to Danger Zone. Oh, I'm a great host. Oh, it was nice of you guys to bring the beer. Oh, well, first of all, naming products is one of the things I do as a consultant. And so I have some, so far the high stakes have always been on the Barbarella machine, but I don't make that choice. They seem to like to do it there. I don't know why. Anyway, how did I come up with Danger Zone? Well, like I was saying, naming products is one of the things I do. And often I start by saying, okay, what is the least appropriate name for this product? And I came up, well, ooh, the watch is down, the watch is down. Okay. The least appropriate name I could think of for a coin pusher was Danger Zone. So I started with that, and if it hadn't worked, I would have changed it to something else. And I tried changing it to something more peaceable. Didn't work. Okay, let's see what I can do about the mystery box. Thank you. Thank you, Rico. Also, if you would, anyone want to know some marketing tricks? I don't know. I give them to my son. It's a lot of them now at this point. Would anyone like to know some marketing tricks? I guess not. No. Just okay. You'll notice that the name Danger Zone with John Ordover actually sounds very enticing, but that it does not in fact include the words coin pusher or coin pushing or anything of that nature, right? Well, as the YouTube algorithm in its infinite wisdom suggests the channel to people, they get curious, and I bet there might be someone here who falls right into that definition, about what the heck is Danger Zone with John Ordover. So they come here, and some of them say, what the heck is this? And you've seen them. And some of them, some percentage of it, of them find it to their taste, but they don't even, and they even say, what is this game? I can't stop watching it. Just Google John Ordover, that's me. Check my Wikipedia, check me on Amazon, check me online. For that matter, Ordover, there's only like 15 of us in the world. Hello, Otabi. $100 what? Okay, nice push, and Well, the name of the channel is Danger Zone with John Ordover. Brock, do you mean Bronx Boys? Bronx Boys Aaron, hello. I know. This is not the European style. Would anyone like to know where this skill stop thing comes from? You can't wait. I'm looking forward to it myself. Okay. It's a long story. Remember, you asked for it. Back in the day, pinball machines did not have flippers. You just dropped it. You just dropped it and it bounced around, and then it would fall into prize slots. So it was kind of like a low-budget slot machine, almost. And that was considered gambling and therefore evil. And there was a big crackdown on pinball machines, and the mayor going around at the time, going around with an axe and smashing the machines and stuff like that. Anyway, games of skill were still permitted. And that's when they invented the flippers on pinball machines, because with the flippers you could control the ball, and that made it a game of skill, right? Well, coin pushes fell or fall under gambling. So they thought, hey, let's do the same thing. Let's put in a skill stop, which emphasizes the skill, because that means it's a game of skill, and it can dodge the gambling rules. Didn't work. But that was the invention of the skill stop, to raise the skill quotient. And how do I happen to know all this? Two reasons. Long before I was born, before my mother was born, my grandfather was actually in the pinball machine business. As for the rest about this skill stop, you ready for this? You ready for how I found out? I looked it up. Do we want to know what you were doing with the other hand? And that's why American machines have skill stops, so that an argument can be made it's a game of skill. Good move, Grenson. Oh, I thought maybe you had one of those little pop-up things. Hey, White Cat, how was Roblox? No, it helps. I could probably still win as much, but it would take like 3 times as long. No, this is the same machine that we were playing on Sunday, if that's what you mean. Well, first of all, the monster trucks will not come down. They're too big. They're too monster. So it's not even a problem. But if I won it somehow, if it turned into a ghost and I get $25 worth of quarters, so that's about 100. It's basically 100. I've never counted, and it's probably not exactly the same amount every time, but hey, Jonathan and Sha. Oh, okay, time to clean out. And here's the watch. See, I like it because it looks kind of like a medal you could pin on someone's chest. Anyway, that's the watch. And that's all I got. So, I will be showing the watch again at the end of the video. Well, one thing's for certain, we're going to have to get that 50 before we get the mystery box. It's not a Rolex. They don't fit down the chute. They're there to get things started and then get in the way. I wish some of my X's would get rolled. You want to see what fall? You're going to have to wait. It's the spring. Hello, Goldilocks. See, some of the things they put in here are purposely put in here just to be irritating. They did put in a couple of cards that could fall down, which I did get. And over on the left here is another one that would probably fall down. But no. You know what? I don't need this here at all anymore. I'm sorry, what is Litecoins? I'm sorry, I missed it. Hey, Severin. This is called coin pushing. There is no value. The trucks can't even come down. They were part of the initial setup. You can scroll back and take a look. Drop coins in the back, push prizes and cash and stuff up at the front. Sure. But what I'm trying to do is get this 50 off. I would say it's halfway between an arcade game and a casino game. Did the 50 consent? Well, right on it, it says, legal tender, so. I know it's not jailbait. Why did this guy, I don't know, no place to put his wallet, didn't have a driver's license? He was dog tired? I don't know what. Why didn't the skeleton go to the party? I am an older man. I'm into the mirror. Oh, no body to go with. I would say that would work better with movies. That'll be $5. I'm a professional. And if you haven't, or tell you what, if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe or like. Are you sure? Because I'll take all you have off your hands cheap. I called the Mint once and asked whether if I bought $100 in bulk, I could get a discount, like maybe $90 for each 100. And I felt bad about it because the person on the other end of the phone was very patient and clearly thought she was talking to an insane person. And she was not wrong. Why do I need stickers? I'm curious. I told jokes at a funeral, they all died. I got to get a merch site set up. I know. There's all these things I need to do. Oh, that's horrible. This is great. I can make myself a quick list of all the jokes I should not tell. Thank you, Victor. Could I get a like or a subscription? That one only works in Britain. Oh, radio dude. You're a bad, bad, bad man. I like you. Middle to the right side. Got it. What is Caro? Anybody know what Caro is? What does Emra mean by Caro? Uh-huh. Doctor. I feel like an empty jar, an empty jelly jar. Really? Yeah, I spread myself too thin. Okay, I like that one. I'm a sick bastard, but I like that one. Okay, this one's a little risque. White Cat, if you're here, you might want to pretend you're putting your covering your ears because it might be a little too old for you, but I doubt it. This is absolutely true. Gwyneth Paltrow's company, Goop, put out a candle that smells like her vagina. Really, you can look it up. And they named it, "This Smells Like My Vagina," because you can tell the marketing department sat up all night. And I made the mistake of buying one of those candles, and it just is a product safety warning or whatever. I lit the candle in my bathroom. Now it burns when I pee. It was bad, speaking as a Jew. Although I really have no place to say it. I was writing jokes with some other comedians, and one of them said, "John, what do they call those special ovens that Jews use?" And I said, "Well, personally, I use the Dachau, but most people swear by the Auschwitz." Hey, Mahogany, we're telling dirty jokes. You want to join in? I certainly hope the 50 is coming down soon. We have less than an hour. Yep. You know, I'm not seeing the gifts when they pop up. I wonder if I have a setting wrong. We are doing great, Mahogany. come in, pull up a chair, and watch the old back and forth. Oh, I believe it. I just didn't see it on either of my... I didn't see it here. I didn't see it on the monitor. I don't know what's wrong on my side. Oh, my... There's an old joke about a racetrack announcer who's calling out the names. You can even look it up. I think this is real. Making the call at the track. And one of the... All I can say, white cat magic, is I dream of a world where a chicken can cross the road without having its motives questioned. But, go ahead, tell me. That's a good one. There is a green truck over here that will come down. No, I have one that's too political. It's actually legal in Brooklyn to keep chickens, but it is not legal to keep roosters. But I think we... I think roosters are sort of supposed to be quite loud. I think it's their job. To get away from Colonel Sanders. You could just say it's a rooster that identifies as a chicken. Oh my God, Trick Willis. You are so in the right place. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Oh, they are. But you notice it's moving the 50 just a little bit, and maybe just enough. Hello, Jebester Roke. Pull up a chair and subscribe. Can you bay me now? No. I don't, because I don't know what bay is. You know, the last group of viewers got to 300. You think this group of viewers can beat the 300? The green chip is worth 20. The pink chips are worth 10. Doesn't matter. They won't come off. They're just there to get in the way. Except this green one over here. They're not worth anything. They're just there to set the tone. Sure, I want to hear a dark joke. Don't get that one. Sorry. Hey, Gary Miller. Okay, White Cat R. R cement. White Cat Magic. Could you start over? Because I'm having trouble following. Trick Willis, oh my gosh, are you in the right place? White Cat Magic, we just got pieces of the joke. I grant you, White Cat, you have permission to put the whole joke in one post. Hey, Alberta, Canada. Hello, Brent Chambers. At last we meet again. Oh, keep them coming, Trick Willis. It's called The Stairway to Heaven. You ever notice there's a stairway to heaven and a highway to hell, and doesn't that just sum humanity up right there? White Cat, I keep telling you, to use a highway, you need to be in the car. In the car. I'm significantly ahead right now. Look, the three things you need in this game are a little bit of luck, a little bit of skill, and a lot of patience. Yeah, but I had to do a second one because they ran out of quarters. So thank you, Arnold. I had to buy second, so I'm into the machine for 100, but I have more than that, so I'm ahead a little. Trick Willis. You're a sick man. Where did my body go? I don't know. I have no idea. I was ghosted by Spirit Airlines. Well, yes, I am. I mean, I have more than $100 sitting there. I haven't counted it up yet, though. Thank you, A Money. Yeah, on Friday people were saying, you need a haircut. And I said, that's why I'm taking the afternoon off. And so apparently there were a whole bunch of people saying, I spotted his hair. I saw his hair. I saw his hair. It's like, okay. Hair Spotters. The sequel to Train Spotters. Nope, because these machines aren't set up for that. It's 1 quarter at a time. Besides, I don't know how having a bucket in the pusher would help. I will do my best, Sidway. But my friend Butch has a show, Butch and Amy's Coin Pusher and Adventures. And they are set up. They're playing from home, and they are set up on their machine to dump whole buckets and quarters in. So I recommend that. They're every night about 8 o'clock. Brain rot. So, White Cat Magic, what was the joke? Tell us the joke, or I'll tell your parents you want to go to Kepler. I'm just kidding. You said I was just kidding. You said you wanted to. If you were going to go to another planet, you wanted to go to the Kepler something planet. And I'm just joking that if you don't tell us the joke, we still haven't seen the whole joke in one place, I don't think. That's all. It was just a joke. I would prefer not to comment on anyone else's coin pushing thing. But I will ask you, if you had millions or tens of millions or whatever, would you risk it on a coin pusher? Just think about it. Also, is there a casino that would accept a $10 million bet and then pay off $100 million? I thought it was Abracapocus. Nope. Even Vegas casinos aren't that rich. You know, the previous group of people did get me to 300. I don't see why you guys can't do as well as they did. Delbert, if your favorite game is Coin Pusher, then you should definitely subscribe to Danger Zone. But remember, once I hit 25,000 subs, I will shut up about subscriptions for 2 weeks. I don't know. I guess the $100 bill is the best prize. At this point, whatever prize I can get the heck down is a good prize. $2 weeks. I made it the 1 week, Bliss. I made it the 1 week. So I'm gonna double it up for this one. I mean Bliss, you guys can still ask for subscriptions, but I can't. And as everyone will tell you, getting me to shut up about anything for any length of time is an amazing accomplishment. I have no idea what's in the mystery box. It could be a small plastic bird, for all I know. So I can't say. Oh, yep. Well, those were just decorations. Thank you, Antonio. That's not what Billie Jean says. Jonathan LaFond said, shake it. You know what you got to do, A-Money. There you go. Good job. And if you subscribe enough and get me to 25,000 subs, I, on my blood oath, will shut up about subscriptions for 2 entire weeks. Oh yeah, this is very definite. Mostly I rob banks. Mostly I kidnap parents and make their 13-year-old daughters pay ransom. No, I am a creative consultant. I had a meeting yesterday. I had to leave early. Which means if you have trouble with a story, I can help. If you're having, like for a movie or a play, if you're having trouble figuring out a new direction for moving a product, then I can be consulted. I'm also a stand-up comedian, which doesn't exactly pay the bills, but it's fun. Because it's difficult to get papers off. They have to be right up, straight up and down to fall off usually. Huh. I just noticed that the 100 under the truck over here is coming forward. Maybe it's worth, let me try, do a test here. Really, D. Carter? Where are you based out of? If you search my name on YouTube, you'll probably pull up one of my sets. I'm in New York City. Let me know if you need an opener. That's the level I'm at. I'm happy to hop on Amtrak and get down to DC. Why did you say $320? I do not understand. Well, I started at 56, and I was skyrocketing until COVID shut everything down. And and the last time I did a set at a club, guess what? I got COVID. In fact, it goes like this. You know, I don't know what it was about the last audience, but something I said must have touched them really deeply. Because they all leapt to their feet and gave me COVID. Yeah, it was my first standing infection. Leave your parents a note that says, "Dear Mom and Dad, I have left for the planet Kepler, whatever the numbers are. They tell me I will have cell phone service, but I'm not sure how reliable it will be. I will call when I get there. Love," whatever your name actually is. Welcome. Trick or whatever your name was. Did you run out of bad jokes? Because I loved them. Yeah, we celebrate people who face enemy fire by setting things on fire. Well, I pay very large monthly dues that balances it out very much. Just to come out of a month with a profit takes a lot of winning. Antonio, do you mean epilepsy? Do you mean the weather or epilepsy? Can you take your phone? Actually, I'm going to put down a power line because it looks like everything is moving. Yes, now I want to see you explain that to your dog. Yeah, my question for today is, if I follow a dog home, will its mom let it keep me? Why don't you just send the toddler out with the dog? You can stay in. You can take, instead of walking the dog, you can go for a toddle. Hello, Sid. I'm just gonna call you Sid. Hey, kids are never too learn to start gambling. Never too young to start gambling. Why did you train the dog to take the toddler out? Yeah, that's why it's irresponsible. Hi, White Cat Magic. Are you a white magic woman? White Cat, there's a song called Black Magic Woman I was making a joke on. You may not have heard it, because when it came out, you hadn't been born yet, and your parents may not have been born yet. And your grandparents maybe remember it. Hello, Ryan Summer. How dare you call us people? We are clearly the superior intellects. I graduated from high school in 1980. Yes, hello. Hello, Ryan. Matt, do you know a guy named Matas? Do you know a guy named Jack, J-A-Q, who has a daughter he calls Monkey? You know, the great thing about being old is back then there was still stuff. Well, now we used it all up and sucked you with the leftovers. Ha ha. I was born in 1962, so you win. It's possible that White Cat is younger than us. My mother is 96, in perfect health. In perfect health, and she was born in 1930, or she's about to turn 96. Everyone who subscribes today will win a free subscription to Danger Zone. Yes, it is. You are right about the profit slots. I invaded Normandy Beach in 1944. Hey, Zozine? I know, White Gadget. Thank you, White Magic, if you hadn't up till now. I thought you had. Your dad was in 3 wars. You're lucky you were born at all. So I got close. Jamal, I think I missed part of it, but I was ahead $810 this morning, and I've started track at a viewer's request. I have started tracking all the wins for each day, and at the end of the week on Fridays afternoons, I will total it up. I'm going to go out on a limb and say being shot at was no fun at all. Am I close? Nope, it's a combination of skill, luck, and patience. Birds playing hockey, was I right? Well, I have a lot of practice. Well, Michael Thomas, would you agree that it was no fun at all? Nope. At 4:30, which is just over 2 hours from now, I will be playing a different machine. $9,000 buy-in for $27,000 in gold. But this one ends at 2:30. It had occurred to me to do a Memorial Day marathon where I just played 6 games in a row or something. And if I were in my 20s, I would. But I'm in my mid-60s. How would my friend Rick put it? I'm in my late 50s, 64. What's getting close to dropping now? Everything. No, that's my wife's job. Thank you, though. Hey, Jerry. I'm a little bit ahead, so that's always good. I'm not sure how to answer that question. I mean, there are certainly more lampposts than there are these games, but they pop up around the country, even where they're not supposed to. Are you saying that's the order I should go? What about the 20? Don't tell me, tell the bills. The one, I got a lot of bills down tomorrow. Maybe I used up my bill skill for today. I don't know. Hello, Maria Crowder. I don't know. I don't go in casinos. I know that sounds silly. You can just check out a casino and see if they have them. This is technically not a casino. This is a... So he missed and you didn't? Is that what you're saying? I've never been shot at. And so far, I'm okay with that. Andy wants to know where I'm playing. If you watch this video from the beginning, I gave the entire history of the skill stop. Okay, what if I put in just one? Here, I'll show you. But the basic difference is because I'm not playing for quarters, I don't get to keep the quarters. I'm playing for the prizes, and it takes a lot of push to knock them down. So, a lot of push requires a lot of quarters. Hey, walking. Walking, have you ever had boots made for you? You don't get to, they pick you. They don't take applications, they find you. They found me because I was producing a bunch of short indie films set on coin pushers, which in fact you can see if you join our members. No, I don't cash out the quarters, just I walk away. So the techniques, yes, I do, just not the quarters. They have about, at any given day, they have about 1 or 2 dozen, because they're constantly, instead of like spending big money for one of those Avengers coin pusher machines like a David Buster's or whatever, they simply hired a bunch of artists and gamers, and they simply keep putting new ones out. For instance, this is only the second time I've seen this particular one. And if it gets popular enough, like our Star Trek machine, which I'm not doing today, but I will tomorrow, I think. If it gets popular enough, then they leave it there semi-permanently. Well, that's up to you, but I want me to win the big money. Hey, Randy. I'm on this feed. Well, there's a whole schedule in my profile. But Monday to Thursday, I do 3 games a day. And Sundays, I do 1. Well, it's different. I'm good, Renee. How's about, excuse me, you? Yes, in fact, I won a bunch of bills this morning. If you want to just go back in the lives and watch the previous game. It also is that this is not a casino. It is a private gambling club. So different rules apply. No, that's part of the rule. The club is open weekdays, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. and Saturdays 11:30 to 2 a.m. and Sundays noon to 2 a.m. God, no. You can pick up, if you get good at it, you can pick up a little extra cash, but I would never say go make a living at it. White Cat, that is correct. You can only lose or win. Here too. You'd never miss it. Just go to my channel. Oh, I did win a couple of bills earlier on this game, for that matter. You could just scroll back. Nope. I like games like this and pinball, but I'm not particular. I know this sounds weird to say, but I'm not really a gambler. I actually studied probability, so I know that over time the house will always win. It's because here my ability to play makes a difference. You can't get really good at roulette. I'm sorry if I'm sounding growly. I've been talking a lot today. You can tell it's a day when I'm talking a lot because it ends in Y. Oh, well, you won't see the machines. Okay. It depends on what you mean. You've never seen a coin pusher in a casino? That's quite likely. Because casinos don't have membership fees to cover the expense of resetting them and all that kind of stuff. I'm certain White Cat Magic stops at casinos every day on the way home from middle school. Do they sell hamburgers or joints? Oh, I was just teasing. I said you stop and gamble at a casino every day on the way home from school. I don't think anyone believed me. What? Oh, I was. One. Whoever said their wife and my wife and I would love to play coin pushers, but they're not allowed in Alberta, I misread that. I thought you were saying that you and your wife are not allowed in Alberta, and I was going to ask, what you had done to be banned from Alberta. For the most part, yeah. It's a pretty happy town. It's not a town, it's part of New York City. Hello, long name that starts with G-O. Yes, I expect everyone in the UK to know every last city, town, and borough in the United States. Just like we don't about the UK. That is correct, Nicole. And they only pay out in waffles and chocolate? I really don't expect anyone from... Look, I'm from New York, which means I know nothing about any other state in the United States, let alone other countries. Four minutes and then I'll count out. Thanks for the extra minute, but I think it's 4. I think I have a tiny shot at that 100, but not a big one. Oh no, I grew up in Brooklyn, but then I lived in Chicago, and then I lived in Kansas, and then I came home to New York. I'm sorry, do you mean people going from place to place? I would chalk it up to a lot of reasons, but really, despite the obvious other ones, it's been pouring all Memorial Day almost everywhere, so people have been hiding inside. Well, I would likely do that too, but I would run out of quarters again. Oh, I love how the monster truck is climbing those. That's very monster trucky. But they have a staff meeting in this room at 2:30 or so, so I have to get out at that point, and then I can come back at 4:30. I don't know what going from 800 to 497 means. Doesn't work that way, Julie. In New York, if you walk up to a gambling machine, it has to be the exact same setup as it was for the person before you. So the moment I'm done here, if this is even on the floor, which it isn't, yeah, exactly. Well, you would know since you are the world's best watcher. Okay, now I saw flow state. Okay, and there we go.
This is a reminder.
That's it, guys.
Gaming art department meeting from the cable's office.
Okay, I'm going to count out and then I will subtract what I have to pay. Just let me do a quick sorting. Okay. Okay, so here are chips. These are 20 chips, the green ones. 20, 40, 60. Now these are 10 chips. 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. These are 5s. 120, 130, 135. And I did get these bills earlier. So this is 135. The 20 is 155. And the 50 is 305 minus 100. So I am up 205. Which isn't as good as this morning, but does not suck. And I've written it down. So thank you guys, really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, if you could subscribe on your way out, or if you have subscribed and you haven't liked yet, if you could like on your way out. And I'll see you all at 4:30 when I'm putting down $9,000 because I'm crazy and going after 27. See you then. So long.